Hey guys, Lobster here, and here's my Q&A. Thanks for all your questions, and before we begin, this is the first time I'm using a script. It's just a loose one, but if you think I should keep using scripts in the future, let me know. And also, this video requires a lot more editing work, and I'm still not good at editing, so don't judge my bad editing skills too hard. Anyways, let's get into the questions. So our first question comes from Lego Lad, and he says, I'm still here, and how old are you? And two things. Number one, I'm glad you're still here. Hope you enjoy my content. And as far as how old I am, I'm less than 20, and that's all I'm going to say. Okay, our next question comes from Pyro XXX Dex. That is a mouthful. And they say, if you could have any Zelda replica, i.e. weapons, clothing, armor, masks, etc., what would it be? More than one, top 5. And that's really hard. But if I had to pick 5, that would be number 5 would be the Yiga Clan mask. And if you want to know who the Yiga are, you first have to understand who the Sheikah are. And the Sheikah are a group of they're a highly advanced civilization that usually is connected to the royal family somehow. They're usually like assistants to the royal family, I guess. And they are like really advanced and like technology-wise, they make all these like really advanced tech things. And so the Yiga are a group of rogue Shiga that chose to follow Ganon, who is like the big bad guy of the series. And yeah, number 5 is the Yiga clan mask. Number 4 is the Sheikah slate. Again, Sheikah, it's almost like a really advanced tablet that has like all these different like apps, sort of. They're called runes. There's Magnesis, which allows you, it's like a magnet basically. And then there's Stasis, which freezes whatever you use it on in place. And then there's Cryonis, which makes an ice block underneath your feet. There's Remote Bombs, which you just create bombs and throw them, basically. And yeah, those are the main ones. And yeah, Sheikah Slate. Number 3 is the Hookshot. Hookshot is like a really iconic weapon throughout the entire series. I guess it's not a weapon, it's more of an item, but you can also use it as a weapon. Basically, it's this, it's almost like a glove in some games, but then in some games it's just a handle with a hook on the end, and then you launch the hook, and then it like grabs onto something, and then you get pulled towards it. And actually, there's a game theory video on that does the math on it, and if you used it, you would actually break your wrist, dislocate your shoulder, and go blind. So, I don't know if I would want to use that, but it'd still be a really cool replica to have. Number 2 would be the Hylian shield. It's just the main shield that Link gets. It's the best shield in the game. Sometimes you get it at the end, sometimes you get it in the middle, sometimes even a little closer to the beginning. And yeah, it's just the best shield in the game. And yeah, number 1 would be the Master Sword. It's the Master Sword. It's the main sword. It's the only thing that can kill Ganon. Like I said, Ganon's the main bad guy of the series. And yeah. Our next question comes from Jeanette Kilgro. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And they said, what have been your top 5 Lego sets of all time? Again, that's a hard one. But if I had to pick a top 5, and these are all the top 5 out in front of me. And number 5 would be Duel on Mandalore. This one right here. It's $20. It's one of those dual sets. And you get 2 amazing figures. Those being Ahsoka and Maul. If I can get Ahsoka to stay, there we go. And I only have a couple gripes about this set. Number 1, they didn't give Maul the Monkey Kid hilt, which they should have given him, but they didn't. And that it's just really small. I opened it up and I was like, that's it. But yeah, nevertheless, it's still a really good set, and it's my 5th favorite Lego set of all time. And number 4 would be the Iron Man Hall of Armor, and it's back here. Standout for this one is the figures. You get all these amazing Iron Man suits. Mark 1, Mark 5, and that black one is, I think, the Mark 41, I think. And then you get Mark 50's usual. The only bad thing about this set, I'd say, is Igor, who's just not very good. And this set was part of the Endgame line, but it wasn't even in Endgame. It's still a really good set. It's my 4th favorite LEGO set of all time. Number 3, Sacred Sing Storm Showdown. It's a big one back there. This one was from Infinity War, and I don't have the figures with me, but it came with Doctor Strange, Spider-Man in his Infinity War suit, which is really cool, Iron Man Mark 50 again, Cole Obsidian, which is one of the children of Thanos, there we go, and Ebony Maw. So those are the 5 figures that came with it, and it's just a really cool build, a nice New York building. You got the apartment building with Pepe's Pizza underneath there, and then like it's Spider-Man's apartment above, and then you got the New York Sanctum on the other side. And yeah, it just has all these really cool details and features. One little gripe is basically all the like action features where you like destroy windows and stuff. They're marked with red actuators, and Lego does this. So like, this is an action feature, but I hate the red button. Basically, it's like a big red button, like, push me. Except it doesn't blow up or anything. Alright, anyways, number 2, File First Battle Pack. This is just an amazing set. Everything about it is almost perfect. The figures are amazing. 3 File First Troopers, a File First Jet Trooper, and 2 Battle Droids. One little thing is they did not print the pauldrons on the regular File First Troopers' shoulders, but I think that's fine. Still great figures. And then the Bark Speeder and the ATRT are a little on the big side, but it's still fine. And it's my 2nd favorite LEGO set of all time. Number 1, Mos Eisley Cantina from 2014. Everything about this set is awesome. I don't have any complaints about the set. Okay, well, I guess I do have one, and that is that there wasn't Wooher, I think is his name, bartender guy. They have like a whole like bartender stand, well, section, I guess, and they don't have him in there. But yeah, still, amazing set, great figures. This was the first time you got the Biff band members. You got 3 of them, and then you got Luke and Obi-Wan, obviously, and you got a Sand Trooper, and then Han Solo and Greedo. And you got the Cantina, you got a Dewback, and you got Luke's Land Speeder. And yeah, it's just an amazing set, and it is my favorite LEGO set of all time. Rose Hill Bricks asks, Ask the Lobster, I like that. Who inspired you to create a channel? I'm not completely sure. Part of it was probably M&R, because he was, and still is, one of the main LEGO YouTubers I watch. Another person is Octane Thermoplastic. He's lost more than M&R, he only has about 130 subs, but he makes these awesome custom Zelda sets, and he uploads a new one every Friday. If you love Zelda, you should definitely check him out. He also uploads some other stuff, and those are really cool too, but my favorite stuff has got to be the custom Zelda sets. But anyways, I found him and I saw the cool stuff that even a small YouTuber could do. And the last thing is, I've always just wanted to be a YouTuber, but back in March when I started uploading, that day I was actually sick. So I was at home and I was like, you know what I could do? I could upload a video. And then I uploaded my File First Battle Pack review. And if you want to see how far I've come, it's not actually that far. You should go check out that video. Okay, we got another question from Pyro XXX Dex. That's a mouthful. What are your dream LEGO sets? A few would be the UCS Slave One, because I love Boba Fett. He is my favorite Star Wars character. And the Slave One, I love the design of the Slave One. It's just a really cool set, and the UCS Slave One is the best Slave One there is. No doubt about that. And another one would be the Technic Osprey. If you don't know what happened with that set, basically, it was canceled about a month before release because it was a vehicle that was used in the military. They were designing it to make it look like what a search and rescue version of the vehicle would look like, but it's only used in the military, so they decided to cancel that. But there are still copies of it out there, and yeah. The last one is, maybe this is just because I finished watching Pirates of the Caribbean, but there's some really cool Pirates of the Caribbean sets. But if I had to name a few, they would be the Black Pearl, the Queen Anne's Revenge, and the Silent Mary. And those are the 3 big ships that they put out. And yeah, those are just really cool sets. But there's also some other smaller ones, like the Isla de Muerta and the Cannibal Escape, I think is what it's called. Okay, our last question comes from Chocolate RX. And the question is, would you consider using paper in your Lego constructions? And they linked a video with their comment as well. So I clicked on the link in your comment, and I've actually seen that video before. I'll summarize it for you guys, but I'll also link it in the description and up in the corner. Basically, in 2009, Lego partnered with a Japanese retail company that made all sorts of stuff, and they released a hole punch that punched holes in paper exactly the size of a Lego set. But it didn't sell well. You can probably still find it on eBay or something. But they also suggested they use a regular hole punch, and they showed off a whole bunch of stuff that they did. Like they made a Lego bow tie, and they decorated masks. Very relevant. Yeah, anyways, I've never actually considered it, but that would actually be really cool. And I'd be interested in trying that. And if you guys would want me to do that, let me know. Well, that's going to do it for today. I hope you enjoyed this little Q&A, and if you have any other questions, leave them in the comments. And I don't know, maybe this will turn into a monthly or maybe even a weekly thing like M&R. Well, anyways, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!